The Buffalo Bills, the freaking Buffalo Bills, man. This team, I said it like literally, 11 days ago in another video, 11, 12 days ago in another video. Dude, I said it back then. I'm sticking to it. This football team is unserious. They're unserious. They're sitting at 7-4, largely due to Josh Allen doing his part at times throughout this year. But I'm not going to sit here and act like Josh Allen isn't to blame. I understand that they went up against a Houston Texans defense who can just straight up ball. Like the Houston Texans defense, I'm a fan of. I enjoy watching them play football. Some people are so obsessed with watching offensive football. I'm like, major football heads appreciate the beauty when it comes to defensive football. They really do. And in that game, I mean, you've seen the Bills. We just watched the Bills go up against the Bucks. High scoring game. But now you're going up against a team with a good defense. For all those people out there and some big talking heads that we've been saying over these past 3 to 4 years, it's a passing league. It's an offensive league. Defense doesn't win championships like it used to. Bullshit. Like, I call bullshit on that. Did you not just watch the Super Bowl with Philly? How many times do we have to go back to this, man? Defense is still so vital to these teams in the NFL. And it does win championships. We see good offenses go up against good defenses and get their asses whooped. Just get their teeth kicked in. And it's like, we sit here and say it's an offensive league. No, it is not, man. Any team that has a good defense can go out there and beat any team in the league. Now, there's not a lot of good/great defenses in the league, right? There's ones that play solid, but good/great, where they have like a good pass rush all around the front seven. The linebackers are good. The safeties, the corners, every single level of the defense is good, along with the defensive coordinator calling a damn good game. Yeah, we can recognize those teams, right? Like, we saw what my Birds did, and it's taken them a while to wake up. They've gotten some people back healthy. We saw what Houston can do, right? The Browns, for as bad as they are offensively, they are a great defense. And Denver Broncos are a great defense. They're a team that literally can carry their offense. Yo, you're not subscribed? Why are you not subscribed? Come on, man. Don't be a hater. Don't do that. I know you ain't a hater. Just subscribe to your boy. Come vibe with me. All we do is talk football here. Come vibe with the homie. Let me know what you guys want to see. And make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. All right, now back to the video. There are only a certain amount of teams that play like great defense. And you see what happened with Josh Allen and them tonight. They're not playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They get their teeth kicked in, right? They just were not good offensively. Now, down the stretch, they did have a couple plays, right? They had the hook and ladder, running the crossers. They got the first. Just a couple explosive plays to get them into a scoring position. But we saw what Houston did, man. Like, they were giving this team problems all night. And I know what people are going to do. We're going to sit here and we're going to blame Joe Brady, Sean McDermott. And yeah, I do think they're at fault. I truly believe that. And just to kind of piggy off that, if you were to watch my video preseason, I literally said, I was like, Sean McDermott's a hot candidate for me to be fired. The reason I say that is because how many times have we seen the Bills have a pretty good team going into the playoffs and then they just blow it? We've seen it so many times. So going into this season, I called it. I was like, dude, he's going to be on the hot seat. Like, management, the owner, they'll want him to get this shit done. And I understand people have their GM under fire as well. And I get it. They haven't, they need to give Josh Allen more, dude. They really do. I think the offensive line is pretty solid. I know they've been dealing with injuries. A lot of teams dealing with injuries on their offensive lines. I feel like it's just that point in the season. Their wide receivers, their weapons, it's not happening there. We see Keon Coleman on the sidelines, right? It's just a mess with their wide receivers. There's no real threat there. Dalton Kincaid, when healthy, he's good. But Dalton Kincaid, James Cook, then you got Josh Allen. We all know he's elite. We all know Josh Allen is elite. Like, that's no question, right? He is the thing to the Buffalo, but like he is the Buffalo Bills. But at the same time, these people that sit here and try to tell me that we can't have any criticism of Josh Allen just because he's at that elite status, I don't know if you've really started to notice, but people are kind of starting to change their tune on Patrick Mahomes. Finally, like, people are starting to be like, hey, yeah, we understand. He gets a lot of leeway because he's won a lot of Super Bowls. He wins a lot of games. He's one of the best. But at the same time, this year, I've been seeing more criticism behind Patrick Mahomes. That shit's coming from Josh Allen. It is coming for Josh Allen. Whether people want to believe that or not, I don't care. I am so sick and tired of these guys getting treated like they are just gods of the football sphere. It's like, bro, did you just see what I see? Like, that was a horrible throw. That was a disgusting foul choice on his end. I'm not going to sit here and praise him for that. I'm going to criticize him like any other quarterback. And so I know people don't like to blame him. I get it. He's literally at that elite status. I'm not saying that. But at the same time, I'm like, can we just call it like it is when he plays bad? He looks like shit because he didn't look good in that game. And I mean, it doesn't really help that the Houston Texans defensive line, along with that defense, was giving him problems all night. I will give him that. It did not help at all. But just, I don't know, man. You're not going to be going up against Tampa Bay defense every freaking week. You know what I mean? There's going to be tougher defenses in the league. And so I understand, like I said, with Josh Allen, I'm not going to sit here and try to say like he shouldn't be criticized. But Joe Brady, Sean McDermott, you got to do better. You got to be more creative. If you don't have guys like you got to be more creative. And I'm not as hard on Joe Brady like some of these people. I've been seeing some calls of his that I'm kind of like, but my major blame for this team goes to the GM for not getting Josh Allen weapons, right? And it goes to Sean McDermott, man. I mean, you know, we've seen a couple times this year where this defense has played solid, but I've been saying it all year. Other people have been saying it all year. This defense has looked like a liability. They've looked like a literal liability to this team. And I mean, they were in this game. Like, yeah, it was a low scoring game, but there were times when we seen Davis, like Mills literally just like ran through their defense like water in a couple drives. Like, they just made it look so easy in a couple situations. Now, like I said, I understand it was low scoring, but it's pretty clear that this defense is a liability. And it just doesn't feel like the Buffalo Bills do anything great, which is crazy. They got Josh Allen as their QB. And lots of people are saying, you know, they're wasting his years. They've had years. Like, why are we acting like they haven't had years where they just haven't capitalized? Why are we acting like that? Like, was it not just long ago when Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs were like balling out for this team? And at that time, if I remember right, they had a pretty damn good defense, right? And that's when Micah Hyde was back there at safety, along with Jordan Poyer. And then they had good corners, good front set. Let's not act like the Buffalo Bills have not had great squads throughout this Sean McDermott thing with Josh Allen, because they've had their opportunities. They just haven't capitalized. So I get it now. Now the roster's not as good. I understand that. But I'm like, why are we pretending like this team hasn't capitalized in the past, in the playoffs? Because they haven't, and they didn't. And so now I'm supposed to believe it? I'm like, no, they didn't do it. They didn't do it then, and they're not doing it now with less talent. And that's on Sean McDermott, and that's on this GM. Yeah. This Buffalo Bills team has some major issues. And not only that, all those wasted years that they didn't make it happen or get to the Super Bowl, losing to the Chiefs or losing to Houston. Did they lose to Houston one year? I'm trying to remember the other team they lost to. But all these wasted years they've had in the playoffs, now they have a real problem on their hands, because now they have the New England Patriots, who are number one in their division, top 3 in the AFC. Now they have a real problem on their hands. So now it's not just, oh, we need to get it right on our end, but we're still the best in the division. It's like, no, you're not even the best in the division now. The New England Patriots hold that title. with the second year Drake May. Yeah, second year Drake May. So I don't know, man. I think this Buffalo Bills team is cooked. I really do. I think they're cooked. And I don't know when they get this shit back on track, because clearly it ain't happening this year unless their defense just somehow just like flips a switch, because right now they're an offensive team, but we've seen a couple games where their offense just hasn't done shit, right? I watched it in the Miami game. I watched it in this game. Even for them to lose to Miami, that's when I was like, this team is at a low point. And then I was watching this game and I'm like, I remember I straight up told my girlfriend, I was like, you know, you think that Buffalo's probably going to win this game? You'd probably take them. But I'm like, but Houston has a damn good defense and they can make this a game. And sure enough, dude, Houston went out there and balled out. And Josh Allen and them get another loss. And like I said early on in the video, I understand they're 7-4. But this 7-4, they don't have shit right. They don't have shit right, and we're almost to Thanksgiving. So if you're a Buffalo fan, it's not over, but it's looking pretty grim.